Hi, my name is Sarah, and welcome to my channel, Knotty Gnome Crafts. It's Vlogtober, so I am bringing you a new video every day in the month of October. Today's video is going to be about my closet clean out for fall and winter. Before we get started, I am wearing the Helen's Closet Blackwood cardigan out of a white ponte, and then I'm also wearing one of my Pattern Emporium Keep It Simple Babe tees out of a rayon or bamboo jersey, and I have a full review of this t-shirt, so I will link that up in the cards in case you want to go check it out. But yeah, let's just get into the story of today's video. So every season, I would say probably twice a year, ideally I might do it 4 times a year, but at least twice a year, I like to go through my closet and pull everything out. I do it like I don't follow Marie Kondo's method, but I do her style of pulling all my clothes out and throwing them on the bed. I like doing that because it forces me to actually look at and examine every article of clothing so that I don't miss anything. So I did that. I pulled everything out of the closet, threw it on the bed. Both of my dogs were on the bed when I started, and Daisy very quickly was like, "Why are you throwing clothes on me?" And she got off the bed. Penny didn't care. She was like, whatever. So I have some footage of her just like chilling on the bed with all of my clothes. I just thought that was really cute and funny. But anyway, so the purpose of this exercise was a couple of things. So I don't have a huge closet. I used to have a small enough wardrobe that everything would fit into my closet, but at this point my wardrobe has expanded to where I do need to store off-season clothes, and I put those in a box like under my bed. So I needed to switch out my spring-summer wardrobe to my fall-winter wardrobe. And while I was doing that, I also wanted to comb through all of my pieces and pull out anything that I wasn't wearing anymore or that just was old and tired and needed to be discarded or whatever. So I did all of that. I'm really happy that I did that. I feel like I have more space in the closet now and everything's more organized. And I have a little stack of handmade clothes here that I have pulled out and I am deciding to get rid of. And I just thought I'd go through them with you and talk about why they didn't work for me and why I'm not wearing them. Sometimes I feel that information is just as useful to share as, your proudest makes or your happiest clothes that you wear all the time. Sometimes it's good to know about other clothes that you might not be wearing and find out why. I do just want to mention that some of these pieces you probably will have seen before. If I can find the video that I did, I will link it up in the cards. But at some point I did a video where I pulled out some items that I was thinking about, I'm not wearing these, maybe I should refashion them or whatever. And so we will be going through some of these again, and I'll further explain what's going on with them as we go. Okay, this first piece is, I'm pretty sure the number is Simplicity 1887. I will put the pattern cover up on the screen. But it's this Essex linen cotton linen blend shorts. And I made a matching shirt with this, and I wear the shirt, but I do not wear the shorts because I had a snafu with the elastic, and they're really uncomfortable and too tight, and I hate how the elastic is twisted. I actually ended up making another pair of linen shorts. I made the paper cut Palisade shorts, and I like those much better, and I wore them all the time in the summer. So now I really just don't need these. There's no point in going back to fix these because I have a replacement in my wardrobe. So I'm just gonna get rid of these. So this next piece is actually something that I already refashioned. This was McCall's 7900, I think. Again, I'll try to put the pattern cover on the screen. And I had made this out of a cotton shirting fabric, and originally it had a short puffy sleeve, and because this fabric is a little bit stiffer, the puff sleeves really stood out and they looked horrible on me and I didn't like them, so I ended up removing the sleeves and I just used bias tape on the armholes. However, I still didn't end up wearing this top, and part of the reason is because this was before I was doing small bust adjustments, and so the chest area doesn't really fit me that well. But the main reason is that this is a crop top, and for myself, I'm realizing there's a distinction between cropped tops and crop tops. If it's cropped, and it sits just about over your waistband of your pants or your skirt or whatever, that's totally fine. I'm on board with that. I like that style of top. But this one really cuts me right off at the natural waist. And so if you raise your arms at all, you know, or if you move around, like your stomach shows, and I'm just really uncomfortable with that. Like, for example, I could never wear this shirt to work. I would not wear this shirt to work. But like the styling of it, you know, it has the sweetheart neckline, it's a button front. It kind of looks a little bit more formal to me. So there was just never really a good time to wear this shirt. And I just didn't like it. It didn't make me feel comfortable. And so I'm just going to let it go. And I'm probably going to like harvest the buttons off of this and save them for another project. Let me know in the comments if you guys do things like that, because there's another few projects here that I might like take out the notions and keep them. Because I mean, on the one hand, it seems a little bit silly because you can't like donate them when you do that. But on the other hand, it's like there's a really good chance it's going to end up in a landfill anyway. And like, you know, buttons and zippers and stuff are expensive, so might as well save them for something else. So anyway, this one is bound for being discarded. The next one is a cowl neck dress, and I think I showed this in my summer dresses video. And I like the style of this dress. I would actually like to make a similar dress to this someday, and I like the colors of the fabric and the leopard print. What I don't like about this is that it's polyester. I bought it many years ago. This dress was very old. I think I made it in 2010. And it's been in my closet for a very long time at this point. And I wore it like one time this summer, and I just didn't like it because the fabric is itchy and it's hot, and I just don't like polyester. So this one's gonna go. Next up is one that I'm a little bit sad about. This is the Love Notions Metro Blazer, and I made it earlier this year. And I actually wore this like a significant amount of times. It's made out of a Ponte fabric that I got from Joann's. And the thing about this one is that it doesn't fit. Love Notion sizing for me is like right on the edge of being a little bit too big. And I made the smallest size in this, and it is just a little bit too large. And every time I wear it, it just feels uncomfortable, like it's just a little bit too big and baggy. And yeah, I could probably go back in and try to fix it somehow, but also to me personally, like life is too short. I don't want to deal with it. And this is one that like it's a fine jacket. Like somebody will get good use out of it. Like I'm happy to donate this to someone else who could wear it. I just don't want to wear it. So yeah, I'm going to donate this one. This next one is another poor fabric choice. It makes me sad because I love this print. This is a polyester crepe that I got from Blackbird Fabrics. It's a True Bias Ogden cami. And I love the print. I bought this like probably 2017, 2018. I bought this fabric like when it was actually really pretty hard to find good animal prints. Like since that time, there's been like an explosion of animal print fabrics. But at the time, it was really hard to find a good one. And I think that this print is gorgeous. And that's why I went ahead and bought it, even though it was polyester, because I just loved the print. And I still love the print. But I've made this cami 6 times, and I've worn all the ones that I have this summer, except this one. And it's because it's polyester. I think I did wear it one day, and I was just, again, it's just I was uncomfortable. It wasn't as nice as my other ones. So even though the print is really beautiful, I think I should donate this one. Next up is the Friday Pattern Company square neck top. This was a poor fabric choice. So the fabric that I bought was labeled as a cotton jersey, but I'm 90% sure that this is some sort of rayon, and it's just not the right weight to hold up this square neckline. So when I wear it, it's like droopy and floppy. I think I even have a full review of this one. I'll link it up in the cards. But I just never enjoyed wearing it because it was just so like limp looking when I wore it. And I thought about maybe keeping it for a workout top or something, but I don't even think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to donate this one. This next one is my Frugal Frocks dress. This did not fit. It was a bad decision not to make a muslin. And I think this is one of the ones that I talked about in an earlier video of potentially taking off the bodice and turning it into a skirt. Again, this is just one of those things where I think life is too short. This is an invisible zipper. I'm probably going to unpick the invisible zipper and keep that and then just get rid of this. Because the thing about the refashioning, if you guys watched my Flint pants refashion video, my success rate in terms of actually liking the garments after I refashion them is not super high. I would say there's probably like a 25% chance that I'm actually going to like and wear the garments after I refashion them. Most of the time, I still don't like them and they sit in my closet. So I need to be really mindful in the future about putting in time and effort into refashioning things if I just am not gonna end up wearing them anyway. And this is just one of those things where like, I don't think it's worth the effort. I think I'm just gonna unpick the zipper and get rid of this one. Oh, and all these things that are like super crumply, it's because they've been sitting in my basket of things to mend or refashion or whatever, and they've been sitting there for the entire time from when I first put them in there, and they haven't touched them. So that's just another clue to me that I'm not that motivated to actually do anything about these things. So this next one is the Style Sew Me Lisa loungewear set. I had made a matching top and pair of wide leg pants. And the top was just too big for me, so I put some elastic in the shoulders to keep it up, but it's still, like, I don't like the way that it looks, and it's still, like, really loose and floppy. And I had talked about, I think in a previous video, about trying to salvage this fabric and make it into something else. Again, this is just one of those things where I don't think it's going to be worth my time to do that, so this one's going to go. Next up is the Nielsen Banksia blouse. This one is due to a very poor fit. I used her original draft of the pattern, which has symmetrical sleeves, so they're the same on the back and the front, and that just doesn't fit very well. Like, it's hard, range of motion is poor, and it doesn't fit well. It's not comfortable. And I loved this fabric, and I had thought about trying to, again, salvage the fabric and use it for something else. But this is quite a small top, and I just think that it would be really difficult to be able to harvest enough fabric to even make anything else out of this. So I'm just going to let this one go. Next up is the Simplicity. I think the number is 8035. I've made it, this is two versions of this dress. This was my first one. The problem with this one is that the elastic in these cuffs here is too tight. And I could go in and take it out and put in longer elastic, but I also just don't like this dress. It doesn't drape well. I have other dresses in my closet that I just like way more and would wear more, and so this is, again, is just one of those things where I don't think it's worth the effort to put in the time to do something to fix this, so I'm just going to donate this one. And lastly on my list is the Itch to Stitch Castle Point skirt. This was from her book, So Beautiful, and I made a matching set. I made a Greenline Scout tee, and then I made this skirt to go with it. And I wear the Scout tee, but the problem with this is that it's the hips are too tight. It's a pretty close, like, pencil type skirt, and the hips are too tight, and the pockets poof out, and they look really bad. And I did think about, like, I could go in and take out the pockets and restitch the sides, but that still, it would not eliminate the fact that the hips are too tight. So I think I'm better off just donating this one, even though I think this fabric's really pretty and I did like the idea of the matching set. I just am wearing the shirt, I'm not wearing the skirt. It might even be to the point where sometimes, you know how when you wear stuff, like, fabric fades a little bit and they might not even match anymore. I haven't checked, but, like, I never wear the skirt. I think I wore it, like, once. So I think I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. So those are the garments from my closet clean out that I have decided to eliminate from my wardrobe. Now, I do still have that basket that I have put some things in that I do want to take the time to fix. I don't think I'm going to go over them today, but I really need to be mindful and, like, I need to do something about that basket and not just let it sit until the next time I clean out my closet, and then we'll be doing this all over again. So I hope that you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, I hope that you'll hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.